Hey everybody, all right. We are live here on Facebook and on YouTube. I want to welcome you to this fantastic Tuesday. It is September 1st, and does anybody else have a hangover from the Harvest Collection launch? Struggle is real today. But I will say actually, I am very, very proud of a lot of you. Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Lisa. You guys like literally barreled through. You got it done. I know some of you had some bumps, but honestly, you guys worked through them like champs. So give yourself a big old pat on the back today because you guys, I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be easy, right? If it was easy, then it wouldn't be a big launch. And we knew this was going to be a big launch. Hello. Last season, we sold out of the warmer, and we only had the one warmer last season. We sold out of that in 7 minutes. So we didn't break the internet because of that new system. Hey, Mike. Hey, Leslie. But, you know, oh, you didn't have orders for that. That's okay, because there's still some other Harvest stuff on there that is fantastic. So luckily we still have, hey, Leanne, we still have some products that are still available. And you just want to make sure that you're letting your customers know clearly while supplies last. Like, let them know. Don't sleep on this. Don't be like, oh, I should probably get it today, but I don't know. Maybe I'll see about next week. If you wait around, then you're taking the chance, right? You're rolling the dice, just like Oogie Boogie in Nightmare Before Christmas. Don't roll the dice. Just do it. Do it and get it done. So, all right. So we've gotten past the hardest part of that. And I know for some of you it was really early. For me, it was 2 a.m., but I was here. I had 2 orders for 2 VIP customers. They were both VIP customers. But I was here for them. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is my first training as a star director. You just missed Jack. Oh man. You know what? I will say though, that queue system is great because it makes it, and maybe it's me, but it just makes it seem like it's going smoother. But at the same time, it was like, don't think for a second that I was not having a true anxiety attack at 2 a.m. because I was. Going as fast as my fingers will go. I had my computer up and I had my phone and I was like, okay, which one's gonna happen first? Actually, I got through faster on my phone. Who knows? I don't know. But we do what we gotta do, right? Thank you, Leanne. Yes, I am. I'm still kind of in the shock and awe phase. This is coming from the person who joined Scentsy simply to do it because I really like the products, and I never in my wildest dreams, I mean, I always wished and dreamed and hoped and, did all the things, right? That one day I'll be one of those people. And I can tell you that it is true when they say, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the hustle, and you cannot give up. I'm living proof. I'm sitting here to tell you today that is how I promoted to star director because I have never given up. So my best advice to anybody, just don't give up. Hey, Angel, how we doing? Hey, Lisa, Trina, Terry. Yes. So, all right. Yeah. I've got my iced tea, so I've got my caffeine still rolling. Thank you so much, Angel. Yes, Scentsy is the land of opportunity. That is so true because honestly, the sky is truly, it's not even the limit. Like, I can't even use that analogy because it's not, right? Like, we get to make our own paychecks. We do. Um, yes. Lisa's right. We are all going to SSD. So if you want it, it is yours for the getting. So you make your plans, you stick to them. Does that mean everything always goes to plan? No. Trust me, it does not. Some days you are, I love that quote, and I used to have a little plaque when I worked in my corporate business. Thank you, Constance. I used to have a little plaque that said, some days you're the bug, and some days you're the windshield. Meaning, some days everything's going to go great and you're the windshield and you're just flying down the highway, right? Everything's going smooth sailing. And other days you're the bug that hits the windshield and you're splattered all over it. So we just have to recognize those days, bless them, release them, and know that tomorrow is a new day, because that's truly how you got to look at it. So not every day is going to be roses, but you never give up and you don't stop trying. And if something doesn't work, then you pivot and you look at it from a different angle. You reach out for help. You post in the groups. You ask your networking friends, and then you try something new. And you just keep trying and trying and trying until you figure out what works for you and your business. So today, though, I wanted to share some tips all about social media, because I know lots of you are like me. My business solely runs on social media. Now, that's not to say that I don't have some local customers. I do. But the majority of my customer base is social media. It's just where it's at. It's where it's always been since I started actually having, like changing my mindset, working this as a business, right? And I knew that social media was going to have to be it for me, because I was not the home party person. I was not the event person. So I knew I had to figure out a way, right? I was the bug a lot of those days. And just figuring out. And I honestly have done social media by training myself. So I will say that there are plenty of great people out there with great ideas, not just within Scentsy, but of course there are amazing people within Scentsy. But just when you just talk social media marketing or network marketing, things like that, right? You can find some really great people who have some really great tips and advice, whether it's on YouTube that you find them, or Instagram, wherever. There are great people who have great tips that you can take and then apply towards your business. That's what I have done over the years, right? There are a lot of really great, I guess you could say entrepreneurs, right? So people just literally starting their own businesses, but sharing how they do them. And obviously they're not either usually direct sales or even close to Scentsy, but it doesn't mean that I can take pieces of what they're doing, right? And then apply that to my business and then tweak it as I go to make sure that I'm getting what I need out of my business. So you can do that too. So definitely look for ways that you can inspire yourself. But like I said, today we're really going to talk about social media and the best tips that we've got. All right, I think I just froze there. Sorry if I froze on Facebook. Obviously be my internet connection. Don't worry, it's not you. It's me. Okay. Okay, we should be good. Social media. So one thing really that I want to instill in you is you have to remember that, do you sell Scentsy? Yes. Are you an independent Scentsy consultant? Yes. But are you the brand of Scentsy? And when I say brand, I don't mean like, are you the Jack Skellington warmer, right? Are you the wax bar, right? No. I mean, your brand is what sets you apart from every other independent Scentsy consultant. And being able to really figure out what that is going to be your key to success when it comes to social media, okay? Because I can live right next door to another Scentsy consultant, right? Live right next door to somebody. But I can tell you, they're going to have a completely different customer base than I will. not because, we're like, oh my gosh, we both live in Lee Summit and we both have access to the same people. We both go to the same grocery store and the same bank and the same whatever, right? And so we probably know all the same people. So it's saturated. I already have too many people doing Scentsy around here. I don't know about you guys, but do you get all your sales from the bank or the grocery store or the hair salon or what have you? I don't. So my customers would be completely different from theirs, even though we live right next door to each other in the same town, visit the same places, right? Thank you, Giselle. Thank you so much. Um, the difference is how are you going to attract those customers to you? And then the icing on the cake is once you have those customers who have ordered from you, how do you keep them ordering from you? Two sides to the coin, right? So you have to be able to establish your own brand. You have to really look at yourself. And I do. Yeah, Heather's right. I live exactly in the same town as Tracy DeMario, our superstar director. Yes, Caitlin, I will. I'm also live streaming it on YouTube. So it will be here in the group, but you can always check it on YouTube too. I don't know which is easier, but yeah. And Heather's right. Yeah, I live in the same city as Tracy DeMario, right? She's like 10 minutes from me, maybe 15-ish. Um, and yeah, we don't have the same customer group at all, right? So if people try and tell you that there's too many consultants around you or you live in a town that has way too many, whatever, or if you're thinking that, literally Control, Alt, Delete, get it out of your head because it is simply not true. It's not true at all. No worries, Caitlin. No worries at all. It will be here for you to replay it back, or like I said, you can always jump on YouTube later. You're good. I totally get it. So you have to really define yourself, right? Like what sets you apart? What's something that stands out when people think of you? And this is kind of an activity that you can kind of go on your own. So if you don't really have that thing in your head that you're like, what do people know me for, right? Lisa, one of our newest directors, Lisa Sanderson and Coley Hansen, both promoted to director this, well, not this month, I guess now. It's now September 1st, but for August, they officially promoted, right? Lisa has a really great example of the fact that, her brand is cats, right? She has the cutest cat, Potamus, and she's used him in her marketing. She's used him in all the different things that she does on social media. And so she ran with that idea, and her team is the Waxy Cats. And it's really great how that brand has kind of come together, right? So now when people online or her friends or what have you, when they see the cat video or a Potamus with a Scentsy bar or whatever, who are they thinking of? They're automatically thinking of Lisa. They're like, oh, that's got to be her, right? Because that's her cat, and hello, he's always in all of her pictures, right? So that's kind of what you're aiming for, right? And it doesn't have to be your cats or your dogs, right? It can be your kids who won't leave you alone when you're just trying to do your job. And so being able to just pick out what it is that really defines you, right? Are you the messy bun and getting stuff done mom? Roll with it, right? Lean into that. Are you the person who is always late to everything, right? That's okay. Lean into it. Are you the person who I don't know, is all about Target? Are you the one who's so crafty, right? Lean into those things and figure out ways that you can kind of align those and pull them into your business. Because as you start to do that, then you will soon start to see that, again, you're building your brand, especially, and this is why we're talking today, is about social media. Because again, you want people, when they see your content, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's whatever, right? When they see that, they think of you. Another example is there's a Scentsy consultant who is all about Disney princesses, like always has been, like way before we even got our Disney partnering agreement, right, with Scentsy. Um, Lisa, using your daughter. Yeah, there is no shame. There is no shame in using the kids. Hello. We're doing this for them, right? We do it for them. And a lot of my earlier YouTube videos, you will see Madison literally when she was younger. You know, she's 10 now, but you know, I've been doing this for 8 years, 8.5 years, almost 9, right? But when she was younger, right, she was crawling all over me in almost every single video I did. And it was just like, this is who I am, right? I worked all day. I came home. I got an hour after dinner before I put her to bed to get a video to show what the new products were, the new scent of the month. And yeah, my kid's gonna climb all over me, or I'm gonna have to tell her to go out there because she's making too much noise in the background, whatever, right? That's fine, because people can relate to that. Not everybody can have the perfect studio where no one disturbs them and their lives go perfectly or whatever it is, right? Do it. Do it. There you go, Roxana. The messy hair don't care. Yes, see, lean into it. Messy bun with Wild Kids Mama over here. That's right, Monica. Yes. Would color work the same way? Of course. Of course. Work it into different things. And so and Leanne, with that example of color, right? Whatever color it is, whether it's purple, pink, brown, blue, orange, whatever, right? Start looking for ways that you can work that into the posts that you put out on social media. And it may be something as simple as like the color of the bar, right? Or it could be the cup that you drink out of, or it could be, the shirt that you're wearing, right? Right? So figure out a way to always kind of bring that back into whatever you're doing with your business. And that is definitely something that could totally work for you. Oh, him pulling out the paper of the boxes like it's yes, exactly. Use the kids. Again, this is why we're working this business, guys. This is why we're here, is for them. Monica. See, the mom life is real. The struggle is real. And that is what, again, people can relate to. So if we get rid of the idea of using the highlight reel, only the things that where our makeup is perfect and our hair is perfect and the house is beautifully cleaned or whatever, right? If you wait for those perfect moments, then you're going to be waiting a while. So to be more authentic, to relate to more people who are just like all of us, right? Trying to get it all done in one day. Don't think for a second that I didn't wake up and the first thing I did was pour a cup of coffee, black, not even any cream in it today, because I was like, I need all the coffee in the system, right? So we gotta do what we gotta do. And if that means working it into your business, you work that into your business. Because it's those other moms out there who you're gonna inspire, or dads, or parents, or grandparents, whoever it is, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that used to be me when my kids were little, right? Or, oh my gosh, that's totally me right now, please someone send help, right? So lean into those things. That starts to become your brand, and you can really define yourself on social media when you can really lean into that thing that makes you you, right? Or that really defines you, that people, again, they look at it and they're like, yep, I see you, right? Your cat licks the tape on the boxes. Oh, goodness. See? Those animals. Get the dogs in, too, right? It's dogs. Some people have, like, lizards at home, right? So it doesn't matter. Who cares? Whatever it is that is in your life that either you're passionate about, or you got to live with the crazy kids, or, the neighbors next door who always have their dog outside barking the whole time, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can never get anything recorded, right? Ugh. Speaking of which, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is Hero outside right now. howling outside my window. So it's never going to be a perfect moment. So you take it as it goes and you run with it. And that is how you build your brand. And that is what you really just truly make you. Because, and another thing that you can do too, if you're needing help to really find this out, ask your spouse, ask your best friends, ask your coworkers, or do a poll on Facebook or even an Instagram, right? Outside of Scentsy, what are the top 3 things that you think of when you think of me? Ask your people. People love to give their opinion, right? They love giving their opinion on things. And it may be something, you may find out that it's something you've never even noticed, right? Like, you're like, why do they think of tacos when they think of me? Saying that about myself. I've actually had that message before. Like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you, and they send me these things, and it's like, well, yeah, I love tacos. Tacos are life. But have I somehow worked that into my brand? Maybe I have. I didn't even realize it, but hey, I'll take it, right? Like, I have 2 baby. No, actually, I don't. I have the Scentsy child is there in the middle, and the one on the end is actually the actual child buddy from Disney. I got him at Target. I had to adopt him because, yeah, I just had to adopt him. I'm all about the child. All about the child. With my nails. Oh, I love my nails. I'm all about my nails. Thank you, though. See, there's things like that that you can really have fun with. And you can really kind of get to know and maybe learn something else out about yourself, right? So I look so rested after last night. Well, I had a cup and a half of coffee. I've been drinking iced tea. Other than that, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I know my hair's just in a mess up here. I know that. It's everywhere. But yeah, so that's kind of how you can find different ways that you can work in that if you're struggling trying to figure out what it is that really is defining everything. Now I've like screwed it all up. Now it's like gonna stick up. Oh well. You're totally exhausted. Yep. Trust me, I am going to probably quite literally pass out tonight. I know that the high of the 3 a.m. launch, right? Or the 2 a.m. launch, is gonna wear off, right? And I'm gonna crash. So it's coming. I'm just waiting for it to happen. So anyway, if you're looking for things and you just can't figure out what is you or what should I go with my brand, ask. Ask those people who love you, know you. And if you need to, pull it on Instagram, pull it on Facebook. You can create polls, you can ask questions, whatever, right? Ask your customers too, right? Send them an email. Be like, hey, I'm looking to really, refine my business and things like this. And what do you think of when you think of me outside of Scentsy? What do you think of when you think of me? Is there anything that really reminds you of me? And see what you get. Like I said, you never know, really. Yeah, early bed tonight. That is no joke. Yes, early bed tonight. Lighting, I've been calling Mombi. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. There probably are bags under my eyes. I could probably definitely use some help there, but oh man, yeah, I'll crash. So you're going to try and find your brand. You're going to try and work in that thing that reminds people of you, right? You're going to embrace it. And when you're on social media, pink pigs, see, start leaning into that. That is great. We have some pigs, right? Do we still have a pig buddy? I can't remember now. My brain is mush after last night. This morning, what am I talking about last night? There's no last night. No, we don't have one, but I'm sure that we will at some point. Also, just a heads up as a reminder for those of you, I should have done housekeeping at the beginning. Hello. Sold out. Thank you. I knew I saw the pig, buddy. Um, the Bring Back My Buddies. Hello. Do y'all remember that? We voted on Bring Back My Buddies. I'm lucky I remember what happened last week, to be honest. But at least a couple months ago, maybe 6 months ago or something. And Kimber, yes, needs a nickname for the team. Yes, she does. And so we did like instead of Bring Back My Bar, it was Bring Back My Buddy, and they did a whole vote thing, right? So we've got the buddies that are going to come back, and if you watched Heidi and Orville in their live last night, always try and make it a point to watch those on end of the month, the last day of the month. I know that they usually come on it's usually about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is my time. Use your Google machine to figure out what your time zone is for that. But that's about the time that they come on, and they will usually share sneak peeks of like what's to come, right? So if you were watching, and because I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm not gonna share exactly what it is, but if you were watching, or if you go back and watch that live, you will see what our warmer of the month is for October. I will be posting it in the group, but those of you on YouTube, if you're not in a Scentsy consultant yet, for one, I don't know why, and for two, I don't want to spoil the surprise. So at least not this early, but they share with us these special things, right? And so we've got the Ellie, is it Ella or Ellie the elephant is coming back. And then we've got Stella the unicorn, the full-size buddy of Stella is coming back. So we don't have specific dates on those yet, but they are coming. So see, there's ways that you can kind of work those things in. Yay, Kimber! I love that name. Oh, I'm going to find so much stuff for that. That's fun. Okay. And so, especially when you're online, right, you want to really try and remember, and I know it's hard in the world that we live in right now, right? The world can be heavy some days, and all of us are getting through this day by day, right, with the things in the world. But when you're on social media, I know it's very, very easy to get sucked into everything happening and going on. And while a lot of it is for good causes, there's always that balance, right? For every good cause, there's a bad cause that, and it all kind of gets piled in. Hi, Madison. Speaking of my angel, apparently she is watching me live on YouTube from her bedroom. Mommy loves you. That's how full circle we've come. She used to crawl all over me in the videos. Now she's watching me live. See, she's grown up in the world of Scentsy. Hey, Brianna. Stella's going to be amazing. I think Stella's going to be a great seller. Yes, that October warmer. Hello. That would be nice. I like that thinking, Roxana. I like that. We're going to have to see what we could do about that. But with everything going on, right, you want to be the light for your customers, because when they're following you on social media, again, they can look everywhere on social media and see all the things. But you don't want to be caught up in all the things. You want to be that light, that positivity. You want to be, just like we talk about, and was it last week that we did Happy Meal, and I showed you the Happy Meal stuff, right? I mean, there's some Happy Meal there, right? So you want to be the light, right? Same way with the Happy Mail. You want them to get excited when they see your mail. You want them to get excited and smile when they see you on social media at the same time, right? You kind of carry that with you across everything that you do. And when you do that, then you're adding to the positivity that they're seeing. And do people want to see more positive things right now? The answer is yes. Yes, they do. I know I do. And so I'm always trying to look for the positive and looking for all those things that can just break up the chaos of everything else. So try your best to remember that you are your own boss in this business, right? So if you're somebody who is like, I have to post political things, or I want to post breaking news, or I want to do this and that, right? Try and find a different way to share that information, because you have to remember that, again, your brand, right? If it's all about, who was it earlier? I can't remember now, but the pigs, right? If you're all about that fun with the pigs and everything else, right? Then when they start to see the political poster or the news or whatever, those kind of negative things, they're gonna start to be like, wait a minute, where's all the fun stuff that she usually shares, right? Or he usually shares. So find a different outlet. If you feel that you need to share that, just find a different outlet for it. That's fine. You go on Twitter or something, where you're not necessarily spending the majority of your business time. Find another outlet for that. But don't forget that your brand is also everything that you're putting out there on social media. So you want to make sure that you are being consistent, right? That you're being that light. You're really being that embodiment of, I'm here to make you smile. I'm here to make your life smell good, whether it's in the car, whether it's in your living room, whether it's in the bathroom, whether it's in the hallway with a plug-in wall diffuser that we have and our amazing Scentsy pods, right? That's what we want to be known for. Not the political stuff and everything else. And Kimber makes a great point. Remember that your brand not only reflects you, but it also reflects Scentsy as a whole. That's very true. It's very true. It's very true. Posting things that can encourage interaction on your page is another really great way to not only continue that positivity light, but also, if you're one of those people who you're like, every time I post something, it's crickets, right? Start salting and peppering, right? Start sprinkling in those engagement type posts. Brianna's really good at these. I know I've seen Brianna. I've seen Kimber do them too. Lisa's done them too. I know I've seen Lisa doing them. I think Heather's done them too. You guys are really good at like just doing those posts that are sparking engagement, right? Like, trying to put something out there that's maybe not even related to Scentsy, but like, if you could be a Disney villain, which Disney villain would you be? Now, that one is kind of touching on Scentsy, right? We know this. Hello, we know this. Coming in October, for those of you who are not in the know, we'll be discussing that. But, right? People love to give their opinion. Remember that. People love giving their opinion. So if you can get a post that will encourage engagement, yes, Lisa, like throwing in those fun pictures, the memes, all that stuff, right? But then if you can find other posts too where you can get them to actually respond, again, remember, when it comes to social media, there's that nasty thing called the algorithms. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And so in order to get into those algorithms, what you need to do is have more people commenting and interacting with you on social media, because ding, 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 what does Facebook, and remember, Instagram is also owned by Facebook. They all work the same way, right? Hello. But when they start seeing interaction, they're saying, oh my goodness, look at all that interaction. Look at how social they're being on our social platform. This is what we've built it for. We're going to push that feed and her post or his post into more people's feeds. And that's how you actually get more eyes on the things that you're posting when you're being more social. And sometimes it can be a funny TikTok video if you want to get courageous and do a funny TikTok, right? Get the kids, make the kids do it too. Hey, hello. Finding ways, again, that you can get that interaction, that you can spark interest, that you can connect with somebody. Again, remember, people love to give their opinion. Ask them silly things. Ask them fun things. Ask them which villain they would be if they could be any Disney villain. Okay? And you really have to, not only do you need to be authentic and be true to you and your brand and really put your spin on things, even if you're getting inspired by what other people are posting or doing or using, right? The party packs, we've talked about those lots of times, right? But how can you really strategize that and bring it back around to you, right? So how can you put your spin on it? So again, when you're getting inspiration from other people, you have to remember your brand, right? So take that inspiration, add your brand, whatever that is, right? The messy bun, getting stuff done, mom. Put those two together. And then that's the content that you're going to push out. That's why we really have to be strategic in what we're putting out. Because, yeah, you could sit around blindly and be like, oh, maybe this post will do well, or maybe this post will do well. Trust me, if you stick to your brand and you really think about the content you're putting out, you're going to get better results. And when you consistently do it, that is when you get the best results, because that is when people are now keyed in, right? And they're now literally looking for your posts, because either it makes them smile, or they're wanting to see what you're doing next, or they're there to encourage you, they're there to motivate you, they're now curious about, hey, what's going on with that? You guys have a Nightmare Before Christmas? What? Right? That's how they start coming around. Trina, yes, like your cups. Exactly. Trina, by the way, is very creative. Way more creative than I am. Those of you who have that creativity bone in your body, use it. Because it is a powerful bone. You will do very well. And when you're thinking about your content, for some of you, y'all are going to be like, oh, damn it. But I got to say it, because I would not be a good leader if I did not say it. You have to put yourself in front of the camera. Not all the time, okay? I'm not telling you that every single time it needs to be your face in the picture or doing a live video or whatever, right? Not all the time. But maybe if it's still out of your comfort zone to be in front of the camera, whether it's to go live when you're opening a box of Scentsy, okay? Or you're recording it and you're gonna upload it later to YouTube or onto Instagram. Check out IGTV. Okay, hello, there's a whole concept there, people. Or in Instagram stories or in Facebook stories, right? Those things that are getting attention. Reels on Instagram is a new thing. It's kind of like TikTok, right? You can add music to things. You can take short little clips. You only get 15 seconds, but you can do short little clips, put them together and make a fun little short thing, right? People are watching Instagram Reels right now, so hello. Do some searching on your Google machine or get on YouTube. Instagram Reels, Reels. Look it up. You're going to find it. You're going to know that is what is trending right now in that world. Oh, Trina, thank you. Yes, share those ideas. You've never done that on your computer. Oh, so is that going live, or is that TikTok or Instagram or stories or what have you? On the computer, I will say that the majority of those, it's a lot easier to do it on your phone, right? Because you can easily record and pull up the app. If you're on the computer, for example, Instagram, I mean, every so often I will pull up Instagram on the computer. But you cannot, unless they've done an update. It's the last time I looked at it on the computer. You cannot upload through Instagram that way. TikTok, I honestly don't know. I just know it's an app. I really don't know about that. But for Facebook, I can tell you that you can go on Facebook and you can upload all day long on the computer, right? Yes, it can be done on Facebook. So maybe that's what you start out with, right? Like I said, I use my phone for quite literally everything I do in my business, aside from my iPad with my digital planning, right? So when I am recording videos, when I am maybe doing Instagram stories or and then what I do, because Instagram is my favorite platform, right? I usually put it on Instagram and then I share it over to Facebook. That's just what I personally do, because that's what I like, and that's my jam, is Instagram. Oh, that kind of goes together. I need to make a shirt for that. Note to self. Okay. But if, by all means, if you're more of a Facebook person or you're not into Instagram, whatever, right, then you do the platform that works for you. That's just what you do. And also, I will share a fun little tidbit too, for those of you who maybe are not aware, that when you are doing stories, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, there's a little down, if you look, when you're in the stories feature and maybe you've recorded a video, right before you post it, you know, hopefully by now, click on the little sticker thing, right? And then everything will pop up. The music, the GIF, the GIFs, the GIFs, right? The little pictures that move, right? Hashtags, you can tag people. You can put, you know, the funny icons on there, whatever, right? All the things, right? Have fun with it, play around with it, get creative, have fun. Okay? But as you do all that, you can save it, because up there at the top of that is a little down arrow with a line. And what that does is it saves it to your device, in most cases your phone, right? Save it to your phone. Okay, now you have that little video from your stories that you just did that you thought was so cute, and you're like, oh, look at me being all creative. I added music, I did the little dancing chick in the side, whatever it is, right? Save it, and then you can go over to Pinterest or onto Twitter or onto Facebook or onto wherever else that you share the things, and you can upload it to those platforms as well. You can get more eyes on things if you're looking at different things, right? Pinterest is up and coming, y'all. I mean, it's been up and coming for years, but there's a ton of people looking at Pinterest all day long. And trust me, I'll have to do a training with Pinterest, but I will tell you, because I know, because I look at my analytics on my Pinterest, and I will tell you that when it comes to analytics, those little 15-second stories or whatever it is that I've saved from my phone after I did a story and then I uploaded it to Pinterest, those are getting likes and shares and activity. So that means they're clicking on things. People look at those things. There's a whole thing behind all that. But again, you don't have to always be creating so much content. If you're creating it on one thing, save it to your device and then use that content on the other platforms that you might be on or wanting to be on, right? Share that. If you have a VIP page, then you can, if you've done it in your Instagram stories and you share the video, then go post it in your VIP page. Have some fun. Your VIP page, people, and your business page for Facebook, those should also be the same thing when you're throwing in, like Lisa said, the memes, the funny pictures, the whatevers. You got to break that up in those VIP groups and that Facebook pages, those business pages, because again, people don't want to be sold to all day long. We don't want to become salesy, because then what happens? People are like, oh, I'm so tired of looking at all the sales, right? Stop asking me to buy. That's why you should be more sharing, not selling, sharing, okay? Sharing, which really comes down to authentic marketing in my book, right? Taking pictures of your warmers, taking pictures, doing a short story in Instagram or on Facebook, how you're changing out your wax this week, right? Have y'all followed me on Instagram? Have you seen my Wax Wednesday posts, right? Hello. Hello. We will do Pinterest. I will put that on. In fact, I will write that down because today I'm still a little hungover from Harvest launch. Pinterest training. TBA. To be announced. Yes. But save that content and use it in different places. But also be sure that you're also, again, breaking up the monotony of all just talking about Scentsy all day long, right? Break it up. Have some fun. Do a silly TikTok. Throw it in there. Who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Are they going to remember you because they're like, oh my gosh, that was such an embarrassing video? No. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that totally cracked me up. She was dancing with the kids. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. These are the things. So, share your love of Scentsy. Please, 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 please do not. I say this with a grain of salt because when it comes to like our Harvest collection, most of us, my SFR kit comes tomorrow with the stuff that I ordered from the Harvest collection. I'm so excited to get that. But like Lisa already has hers, I know for sure, right? She's already got hers. Now she doesn't necessarily have to do this, but for things that maybe I don't have, like up until tomorrow, right? I'm using some flyers, right? To show the Harvest brochure items. Now the one thing I do have is my Jack Skellington warmer that I got last year, right? Ba-boom, I got that one. But right? With everything else that's in there, I don't have that stuff yet. So in those cases, yes, that's okay to use a flyer for that, right? You don't have the product. You can't take a picture of you using it or sharing it or changing out the wax in that warmer or using that hand soap, right? You can't take a picture of it, but you can use a flyer for that. But what I really, 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 really want to do is tell you, do not use flyers unless it's for that reason specifically. Because let me just tell you, anybody who is not a Scentsy consultant can look on Pinterest, can look on the Google machine, can look on Facebook at any given time and see the same exact flyer. Does that work with your branding? Not unless it's the exact, like the color scheme, right? Not unless it's your color scheme. And if so, then yeah, that works great for your branding. Or if you're the messy bun and getting mom stuff done, how does that go with your branding? The same flyer that 500,000 other consultants are using at the same time, right? How does that make you different than everybody else? It doesn't. So by all means, share the things in your home. Show how you are using it. And that doesn't mean you have to have all the things, right? I don't care what warmer you have. You should, if you are not already, sharing a picture or a video of how you're changing your wax once in a while. It doesn't honestly matter at the end of the day what warmer you're doing it in. The matter is that you're showing them. Because let me tell you, people who may think that they know Scentsy, maybe they've been like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that they had those cotton cleanup things. Or, oh, I had no idea that I could clean, or I could change the wax out of my mini warmer by putting in some cotton balls. I didn't know that. Maybe they've never seen it, right? We have to be educating our customers on how to do those little things. And it may be simple to us, right? Even so much as, hey, the bulb went out in my warmer. Maybe it's my rustic Jack warmer back here, right? My bulb went out. How do I know what size bulb to put in it? Here's the answer, guys. You can either look on the tag that's attached to the cord, or you can flip it upside down. And if it has a bottom, then it will say like 20W, 20 watt, or 25W, 25 watt. Usually all the mini ones have 15 watt. That's pretty easy, but the other warmers, you know, hey, they might be a different wattage. Share those tips. Your customers may not know that, even if they've been buying Scentsy for years. they may not have ever even thought about that was how they knew how to figure out what size bulb goes in that warmer. Right? So it's little things like that that you can share with your customers. Kimber, I want to see you dancing with your dogs. All the dogs. All right, so we're gonna work on those things. That's what I'm dragging in time here, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I could go on and on and on with this topic, but at some point I'm gonna pass out. That's what I want you guys to work on this week. I want you to work on your brand. Really put some time and energy into it. Take a piece of paper, get out your notebook, get out your iPad if you're like me and you draw on the iPad, right? Get the children involved. What does mommy like? Just ask the kids. What does mommy like? What does mommy like to do? Oh, trust me. If you want honesty, the kids will be honest. Brutally honest. So, by all means, ask the kids if you need ideas. Ask your spouse, ask your BFF, whoever it is, right? Ask them. They will tell you. And then you can figure it out from there. But that's what I want you guys to work on. Encourage you to work on that this week. Figure out what that is. Think of different ways that you can work that into your marketing, into the pictures that you're posting. And then also make sure that you're breaking up that posting by either sharing memes, getting engagement posts, right? Like, hey, what should I cook for dinner tonight? Spaghetti? Or should I do pizza? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm having for dinner yet. You know, do those engagement posts every so often to get that engagement rolling on your page, right? You want more eyes on your page. Yes, Tasha, go get your kids from school, baby girl. Yes, please go do that. I'm a Halloween and fall person. I love fall. It is my favorite time of year. Yes, I've already decorated for fall. Yes, get the Halloween decorations out. Yes. Kimber, I love you to pieces. You know that. So work on those things. Really strategize. Write it down on some paper. Do a big brain dump. That's what I like to do when I'm trying to figure out something new to do. I just do what I call a brain dump. Now I do it on my pad because I'm digital, but get a notebook and a pen. And while you're sitting there watching TV or while you're cooking dinner, or if you're like me, all your best ideas happen when you're in the shower. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I wish I had a piece of paper in here, right? Remember those things and then put them down and write them down and just start brain dumping. What are things I like? What are things that I like to do? What do I like to eat? What's my favorite food? What's my favorite color? What makes me happy? What kind of songs do I like? What, you know, you get the point, right? Just start brain dumping it. When you have all that stuff written down, then you can kind of sit there and look at it and go, okay, yep, this one's really me. I love cooking. Yep, this one's me. The kids are always in my hair and driving me crazy. Yep, okay. Mom life has got to be in there somewhere, right? Start pulling those things out of that brain dump. And that's how you're going to be able to really narrow down your brand. And then I want you to start thinking, how can I make my Scentsy business merge with those things? Try it out. Try it out. And here, for all of y'all on my team, by all means, feel free to post it in the group here and just, you can even just put a comment and be like, I'm trying this as my branding, right? And we'll help you and try and steer you along the way if you want help or if you just want ideas or if you just want feedback. Does this look silly or does this look like it might work, right? We're all here to help each other. So by all means, use us too as your resources. So Taco Tuesday. Yes. It's raining tacos. Has anybody else heard that song before? YouTube that song. Thank you, Miss Madison. It's raining tacos. That's a song that will get stuck in your head quickly. All right, so let's do it. Lisa, I love you too, baby. Please try and stay awake for the rest of the day. If not, take a nap if you can. Or keep, in my case, I'm just going to keep the caffeine rolling until I literally fall out at the end of the night. Get a Halloween tree. Yes. Heck, put the Christmas tree up and find all different things that you can hang on the tree that are Halloween decor. Hello. Go to the dollar spot, go to the Dollar Trees, go to the whatever stores. You can find a bunch of stuff. You can make your own Halloween tree by using the Christmas tree. And then what the heck, just leave it up until it's time for Christmas and roll with it, right? Hello, have some fun. All right. Oh, Mariah, you've heard of the taco song. Yes. I blame medicine for that. My lovely daughter, who is still probably watching live. But yes, it's raining tacos. Google it or YouTube it. Sorry, not sorry. All right. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will talk to y'all soon.